Hello, my fellow memers and dreamers. It is I, Golly-Good, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, we investigated the entire crime scene and everything else surrounding Chihiro's murder. In today's episode, we're gonna find out who did this to poor Chihiro. But before we do, actually, let's look over the truth bullets, because I actually don't remember much, because it's been like a week since I recorded that last episode. Okay, so let's look at the Monokuma file. So, the victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death was estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Bleh. You know what? I should probably go grab something to drink, but I'll do that a bit later. Sakura's account. Although Chihiro wanted to get stronger, she declined several invitations from Sakura and Aoi, and may have used the locker room late at night to avoid them. Despite this, Chihiro had stated that she desired help with her efforts. She may have been meeting someone in the locker room the night she was murdered, which is very interesting. Why would Chihiro, not want to hang out with the girls? That's kind of weird. The locker room dumbbell, which is probably the murder weapon. I mean, probably doesn't even, understate that. It totally looks like the murder weapon. The dumbbell found on the floor of the girls' locker room had a significant amount of blood on it. I mean, it's pretty much the only thing that has blood. Well, that could possibly be the murder weapon, you know what I mean? Okay, Mondo's account. Chihiro had told anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. Some assume that due to her inferiority complex about being weak, she admires strength more than anything else. I mean, Mondo's a pretty strong guy. Maybe. Well, yeah, he is strong. To unlock a locker room, you need to swipe your e-handbook over the card reader. You need a male student's handbook for the boys' locker room and female students for the girls. It's not possible for two people to enter at the same time. Additionally, lending someone your handbook is a violation of school regulations, which technically means you could take the deceased's e-handbook. Maybe that might actually come into play. Main hall e-handbooks. The handbook of each student that died is placed in the mailbox in the main hall. The broken e-handbook. One of the handbooks found in the main hall had been broken, which is apparently a rare occurrence. Junko and Saika's handbooks both seem to still work, so it is assumed that the broken handbook is Leon's. Well, that's kind of weird, though, because how would it be Leon's? Monokuma did say it probably wasn't Leon's. That's weird. Genocide Jack case file. Suspected Genocide Jack victims, including Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Hando, and Shoji Gaku, among countless others, they were killed in the same way and mounted to a nearby wall. The word bloodlust was found at the scene of each crime written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from a split personality. Well, we can already kind of figure out who it might be, because they insistently kept saying that. If you don't know who I'm talking about, well, you can already kind of figure it out. Moving on. Aoi's account. Chihiro seemed to have consciously kept her distance from the other girls at the school, even from the beginning. Meanwhile, it had been noticed that she got along remarkably well with her male classmates. Interesting. We might want to keep that on note. Boys' locker room carpet. The carpet in the boys' locker room was found with a blackish stain on it. That kind of looks like shit, not gonna lie. 2 locker room posters. Blood was found on the poster in the girls' locker room. The poster featured a big-breasted supermodel popular among young boys. Meanwhile, the poster in the boys' locker room was for a boy band popular with teenage girls. That's kind of weird. I don't think boys would actually want a boy band in there. I mean, hey, they can like whatever they want to like, but I think it's kind of weird how you would want that there, but okay, whatever you say. Chihiro's handbook was not found on her corpse and has apparently gone missing. Huh. That's actually interesting. I don't actually remember that. That is very suspicious. Status of the dead body. Chihiro's body had been suspended and her hands had been bound with some kind of rope. Well, that rope is actually supposed to be a, what do you call those? Extension cord. Her fatal injury was a blow to the head. Disappearing stain. Sakura mentioned that she was responsible for a coffee stain on the girls' locker room floor. However, the stain has since been inexplicably scrubbed away, which might be that stain we found in the boys' locker room. So there is a possibility that the carpets may have been switched. The library desk lamp. Byakuya was known to use this lamp often. However, the extension cord had gone missing at some point, and the lamp's cord couldn't quite reach the outlet, which means the extension cord is gone, and someone must have used that extension cord and wrapped Chihiro in that. That's interesting. And finally, Celeste's account. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes in a duffel bag. Presumably, she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. Interesting. Well, there we go. With all the truth bullets read, let's go in, boys. Ahem. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How could I ever forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. As if that wasn't clear enough.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road! I'll see you guys down there!
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. God, this image. Oh, okay, you know what? Actually, I want to talk about this, okay? So, when I first saw this image, like, when I first saw this image, I thought it was a lot more fucked up than it was. I'm gonna kind of get close to the area where I think this happens. Okay, so this is what I originally thought would happen. So you see where the extension cord starts, right? Well, I thought that Chihiro's eyelashes, you can see right here. I thought this is what happened. So I thought the extension cord went through Chihiro's skull, into her eye sockets, out her other eye socket, and went straight through the other side of her head. That's what I thought happened at first, because I didn't see those lines as eyelashes, or maybe they could be eyelashes, but still, it looked white to me at the time, so I thought, like, it literally the extension cord went through her head, through her eye sockets, and out the other side. Imagine if that actually happened. That would have been so much more fucked up. Oh my god. Ugh. Excuse me. Okay. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Well, I guess it's time to go, boys. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Yeah, I seriously wonder who it could be at this point. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. Ooh, this room looks pretty good. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please you're fine. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. I forgot my Monokuma voice because of that dumb flub up. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Ooh, I don't think I'll actually save this time. Let's do it. Okay, so I want to immediately, the first thing I want to do is, I want to equip skills, and I want to equip all the skills that we got from Ishimaru. They're pretty good. What's your review? Oh, cost 4 SP. Okay. I might keep Melodious Voice. Tweet. Yeah, okay, I actually think we're good on that. And also, I felt kind of bad about this last trial, but, I didn't get to fully show everyone's statements. So, this time, when we go through the non-stop debates, I'll make sure that, every time we do non-stop debates, I'll show the entire thing before I actually shoot the truth bullet. I just want to make sure you guys can actually see the entire thing, and I felt bad that I didn't do it the first trial. But anyway, let's go. We've already spent a lot of time waiting. Class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. And we already know it. It was the dumbbell. Hey, and they just instantly give it to us. That's cool.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yep, that seems right.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
No.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Yeah, Jesus. At least someone has some compassion for her. The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a bloodstain on it. Come on.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
What was
It
this?
appears it was
Okay.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
No. No, dude. Oh, shoot. I messed up.
Poor Chihiro.
Okay. Well, we already know what it is.
Chihiro's fatal. It appears it was.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt? I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, dude. That is wrong. No, that's wrong. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Oh, the way you had to say that. Ugh.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
I actually have to agree with him on that. That is kind of creepy.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Jesus, you are not wasting time. But I think I know who you're about to say.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Ugh. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element. Sure, what is it? White noise. Okay. So, if you thought for some reason aiming was hard enough, well, white noise is gonna make it even harder because now white noise will be able to block your block statements. So now you have to shoot the white noise before you can shoot down the lie. So basically, white noise will appear as text going across statements. They could be moving, they could be in place. It just kind of depends, but you'll see. If you shoot them, if you shoot truth bullets at white noise, then they will disappear. So you have to hit the truth bullet before you hit the statement you actually want to shoot the lie at. It's actually not that hard, and there's not too big of a punishment if you hit it. You just lose like a couple of seconds, but this game is very generous with its time, so it's not really a punishment at all. So I wouldn't say don't incredibly worry about white noise, and you'll get used to it, trust me. And yeah, if you're set to gentle, it won't appear at all, but I'm not, so you won't see that. Okay, well, one big thing here.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
So yeah, there's the white noise.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
The way he delivered that line was really, really good. Well, we already kind of know that, well, obviously one of those statements was bullshit.
Why? What makes
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Wait, shit.
Hey, so,
Ah!
speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
It sped up is so much better. I know it is!
Well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
So yeah, when you if you want to hit white noise, you actually have to press X, and then you have to shoot with,
Might know one reason he could be involved.
sorry, you hit X to get rid of the white noise, and the triangle button to get rid of the, to shoot down the statement. That, hopefully, God, I'm sorry.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Fair.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Stop. Stop.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Wow. The character with the biggest boobs get to say no, it's bloodlust. How coincidental.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. How the victim was positioned.
Apparently, other than the killer,
Oh shit, I'm
the
sorry.
only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
They could have read the files.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Oh, sorry about that.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Damn, way to beat around the bush. Like, god damn.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
No, I mean, she made it very obvious.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Bloodophobia, that... Shit, I might have bloodophobia. Like, okay, like, it's different when it's, like, video games, because it's like, yeah, whatever, but, like, in real life, fuck, I have bloodophobia.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Oh no, please, don't. Oh! Oh yeah, I remember this. I think I remember this one? Oh yeah. So yeah, you have to click that multiple times when it comes to Hangman Gambit. I personally do not like Hangman's Gambit.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Do you like her or some shit? Really, dude?
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Oh my god, it's a fucking flashback, guys! I love being in flashbacks!
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
True.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
That's literally what she said! How do you not understand that? Seriously! I literally just said that I don't like Genocide Jack. I don't want to ever get you.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
It was already obvious, honey.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You did that to yourself, not gonna lie.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
I mean, he's a jackass, but he's not lying. And, like, he's not wrong, per se.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Oh, that actually kind of sounds sad.
Besides, you broke your promise first.
True.
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Come on, things aren't that easy, Byakuya. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep my promise. I'm fine.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
Oh my god.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean?
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Yes and no. That tongue, though. What'd that tongue do?
What the heck?
Fair.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Oh my gosh.
So, it's sense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Do I have to say it? No shit!
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane!
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up? Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Okay, look. I'm gonna be honest here. Genocide Jill might be one of my favorite characters in this entire fucking thing. Because I just love how crazy she is. Man.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Jesus.
Just kidding again!
Genocide Jill. Even though you may be a bloodthirsty maniac, I fucking enjoy your character.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
True?
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. Exactly. Things can never be this easy. As she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Alright, it's time for some non-stop debates. Baby, let's go. We got it. Please keep it going on 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Let's get go.
I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, I have to just focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but
Perhaps if you had an
When you compare the modus operandi matches.
No, not completely.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
I love
I
her.
murder with passion and conviction.
By the way, when I say that, I don't literally mean love her. I love her personality, okay? I don't love anything else about her. I don't like that she's a murderer, okay? Please do not take this out of context.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
That's one of my favorite lines in the entire game. Oh my god.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders and the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases. Look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different.
True.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Literally anyone could see that. Like, I mean, come on, they make it obvious.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
True.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
I don't know what it is about noodles, but she loves them fucking Italian pastas, man. And I agree. I love me some Italian pasta.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
No, I like it.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through the hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
The fucking scissors
Specifically,
themselves.
Pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Thank you.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Come on, Big Mac. I love that so much.
Are you referring to me?
No, okay, Makoto would be Little Mac. There is no way he'd be Big Mac. Big Mac, he's the shortest fucking dude here. I'm pretty sure. I think he's like 5'4" or some shit.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Yikes. Also, please don't refer to her as Lolly. I mean, it's true, she does absolutely look like one, but please, she was more than that. She was trying to get stronger. Let's see. There was patterns surrounding the Genocide Jack case victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was a girl and all of the victims were dudes. Chihiro is not a dude.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
sorry. I just love Genocide Jack and how the voice actor delivered her lines. It's so good. I'm sorry. I don't like the fact that she's a fucking killer, but god damn it. The way that Genocide Jill just talks, I love it so much. Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Hondo, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30, Komatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchihida Naohia, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Umijima. There was no end to it.
They were all guys?
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I very much appreciate your effort. Just kidding! Fuck you, Captain Obvious!
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
God damn it, this entire... I can't take this trial serious with the fucking Genocide Jill here.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. And now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man,
Oh my god, Ishimura! The way he said adorable little man fucking kills me. That is a clip I'm saying. Oh my god, I have to find that line and save it. That was so... Oh my god, that was so good. Oh my god, okay. That was fucking good.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
Sorry about that.
That's
I'm gonna
not
start
all
drinking.
there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Damn!
Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
Thank you! God damn! It's too obvious if you do that! Come on! I told you! It's not always obvious! God.
Does make some amount of sense.
Thank you! Thank you for having some common sense! And also, yes, Bianca, look afraid, bitch.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
True.
Go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell.
Fair.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Fair?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
What?
Da-da-da-da!
God damn it! You just threw your entire case.
She's fully equipped.
But damn, is that a cool pose? Yes! That is a fucking cool pose. God damn it! I just like Genocide Jill, okay? I love the...
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime.
But then you just threw your entire case away. Thanks for that.
Resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side. Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have
no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Exactly! We can't say everything is super obvious. There has to be something. It could be that same person, but we have to look at fucking everything, because things could be different.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
And also, if you want to think about it this way, Chihiro wouldn't have gone with Toko or Genocide Jill because Toko and Genocide Jack are both girls. So either way, Chihiro would not want to go with them. Fucking idiots, I swear.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who would have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Come fucking on! I've been saying this since the motherfucking beginning. This dude needs to... He's the only one who could have done it. You bitch! Yeah, that's my motherfucking eggs up!
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yes! That's what I've been saying ever since Chihiro was murdered.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
You motherfucker. You wrong, boy.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Yes and no.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Yeah, I know exactly when.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Exactly. Look at me, I'm Byakuya Togami. I'm very suspicious. I'm very suspicious.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
There would have been no way you would have purposely go in there, and besides, you're too classy for that, right?
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Yes!
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
But how would you know that?
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
You motherfucker.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
How would you know Chihiro was in there if you didn't have any involvement?
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
I just said it! I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
Ew, don't say it like that, you fucking ugly ass, good looking ass. There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. Okay, what is this? I actually don't know. Oh no, truth flashback. Oh no. Okay, well, this makes debates a little bit... You have to think a little bit more. So now, they're gonna... So, if you aim at a weak spot and hold the Y button, so if you hold Y on the orange, the lies per se, you can take that weak spot and put it into a truth bullet. So let's say it says, I'm the murderer, and you press Y on it, then the bullet will turn into, I'm the murderer, and then you can shoot it at another lie. So essentially now, you have to figure out, okay, when do I have to use the truth flashback? What lie do I have to use the truth flashback on so I can shoot another previous lie that didn't make sense earlier? I'm not personally a fan of this. I think it takes a little bit more time. Oh, yeah, and you want to know what's even worse? If you aim incorrectly, it's gone. So you have to redo that entire process. That's definitely why I don't like it. Yes. So now we have to figure out when is the best time to use it. And you'll know when you'll have to use a flashback because it's this Monokuma file too, which has no relevance at all right now.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it.
Shut up.
It's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
Ew, shut up, dude. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known that before we even found out. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear.
So, you said...
So, wait, shoot, wrong one. So now, we need to take this, and then...
That's unnatural.
The victim was Chihiro.
There we go. How would you have known that Chihiro was the victim before we found it? Huh?
I'll tell you what's so strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Exactly.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Why are you still acting smug?
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Why?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
You bitch. You are an absolute bitch, you know that? What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like, he doesn't even care. Exactly! It's like he did it, but he didn't do it at the same time. What the fuck? I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
Shut up!
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Thank you,
We
Kyoko.
just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Oh, I'm actually not sure myself. Oh. Makes sense.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Bitch! We know! We know! I've said it was an extension cord since the fucking beginning.
You want me to explain when I want to kill, and I use those same scissors.
But Chihiro was some kind of...
That's right. Then there must be... Hey, Byakuya.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Gotta shoot before... Okay, good. Because the white noise could definitely block it, so it's good to just shoot it immediately.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Bitch!
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Come on, it was obvious.
An extension cord?
Nobody looked at the plug at all. Nobody. Nobody even noticed that.
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
As much as I would want to say no, he is, I'm not sure.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Yeah.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
True.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Shut up!
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Everything, but dude, there's more to this, like I've said. Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean, can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the crime.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing.
Shut up, dude.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? I love seeing that angry sprite, man. He's angry now, boy. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been confident up until then, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. I doubt that. I think he's more off guard that he said that it was somewhere else. That's interesting. So, Makoto could be right about that.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that switched between the boys, girls. Okay, this one is a bit dumb. Not gonna lie. Because there's definitely two options, and you could get either one of them wrong. I'm gonna go with the boys' locker room carpet. Fuck! Well, okay, at least I didn't lose hearts for that. Wait, is it the disappearing? No, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this.
I got it.
Okay, you see what I mean? On how that's bullshit?
Is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Man, that's one of the worst things about like the class trial, where it's like there are two obvious evidence that could be used for either or, but then it's just like, nope, one of them is the correct one because that's what Makoto's going to talk about, and it's just like, how am I supposed to know that?
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
The way he actually said it aloud. The big boobed.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Yeah.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet, but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Yeah, now, that's kind of dumb, not gonna lie, how, like, they give you two perfectly good options to say, but you have to kind of assume they're gonna go with this one first. But yeah. At least we didn't lose hearts.
The girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Yeah.
What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
True.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
True. Chihiro is a girl. And I mean, thanks for being Captain Obvious, me, but that is an interesting question.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
I mean, there is one possible reason, and, well, we've already covered it in the Truth Bullet section.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to be...
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Okay. He's either actually smart for once, or he's completely stupid, and he's not going to give a good option. Okay. I wanna... Let's play a game. Is he gonna get this right or wrong? If you get it wrong, you owe me $5. No, I'm just kidding. We obviously know he's gonna get it wrong. See what I mean?
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Yo, let's get it back. We going to the non-stop debate. We gonna keep it going. Let's keep it going, y'all. We gonna talk about the broken e-handbook, boy. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Oh my god. He was actually smart! Woo! Oh my god. I'm glad I cut that off because I would have owed a lot of you $5, and I don't have that money. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there was no doubt it was. In which case, can we really say that she used it?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have got...
I got she must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate...
I actually don't know this one.
She used the thing that... Huh? What? I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Okay. Oh, thank God I actually didn't know that one. I kind of assumed it was that one because it wouldn't have worked.
I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
True. True.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
God damn it. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Thank you. The queen does it again. She comes out and saves us all. She is our messiah.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Huh?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial was put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... the crime scene?
The girls' locker room?
You've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Yikes.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
True.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Hey, look at Sakura being the goat.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Yo, Asahina, bro, just let... If Sakura wants to touch it, then let Sakura touch it. Don't... If she wants to, then she'll do it. Don't fucking tell her not to.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Mm-hmm.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
Hey, she wants to do it. Don't stop her.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Shut up.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Stop screwing around, dude.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine the body. God.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What does this
What?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Uh-oh, Sakura's mad. What is it? Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy.
Oh, shit! Welp! Traps unite! Oh my god. Well, joke's on you, I already knew that. I've known that the entire time, baby. And if you want further proof that I knew this from the beginning, well, in episode 10, when we discovered Chihiro's body, I actually did some editing to that entire reaction. Because in my initial reaction, I said something that would very obviously prove that, Chihiro wasn't a girl. And I did say he instead of she. Here's the actual clip. God damn it. I really, really, really like Chihiro. Chihiro was trying so damn hard. Chihiro was just trying to improve himself. I actually almost spoiled it. That would have been an actual yikes. So what I did was, as soon as I realized I just said that Chihiro was a boy, I was like, oh crap, shoot. And then I just saw it. I thought about something else, and then I finally said that Chihiro was a girl, and I had to keep reminding myself that throughout the entire time. I knew for a fact that Chihiro was a boy all this time, and I said I still liked Chihiro. And that's still true. I still very much like Chihiro, even if Chihiro wasn't a girl.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What?
Ugh.
You're joking, right?
I wish.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Yeah, I don't think Sakura. Yeah, that's not Sakura's character. Also, the fact that she said that Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her definitely was foreshadowing. That's so funny though. Sakura just going down and just feeling the soft jugular feeling, and it's just like, wait, what the fuck? That's not a taco. That is definitely not a taco. Yikes.
Then it's really true?
Yep.
Chihiro was a guy?
Really makes sense now, doesn't it? If you think about how the fact that Chihiro only wanted to spend time with the dudes, it makes so much more sense.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
I hate that I agree with Monokuma.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Well, I knew before starting this playthrough. I did not know my first time, so I could not. So, yeah.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
I don't, because I like you too much.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
God damn it.
do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Sorry, I had to drink some water.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even crossed my mind. Yeah, certainly it didn't for my first seeing of Danganronpa. There was absolutely no way I would have figured that out.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
I'm sorry for pausing. I swear to God, I thought I heard something hit the door. That actually spooked me for a fucking second.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Yep.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Ew, why do you have to phrase it like that?
This is the most titillating situation!
Is that an innuendo?
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Except who's the killer?
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
Shit, he's been on his own world for the entire fucking time.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Not exactly?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Exactly. He's the only one who literally could have done it.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
To be fair, I don't think Makoto actually did say anything about that. He did say that Byakuya was certainly suspicious, but I don't think he said he's the one who straight up killed Chihiro.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this.
True.
Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Not exactly, but yes.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
True.
And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Shut up.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Man!
Are you fucking with us right now?
I wish he was.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
The way he said it. Byakuya, I hate you, but sometimes you just say the dumbest shit. The funniest. I don't know.
I find it very hard to believe.
I wish.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Damn.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
He said he did want to win the game. Don't you think he'd want to do something like that?
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
True.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Okay, Celeste. Cool, I guess.
Damn straight. Count me in.
I don't want to count you in, but okay, fine.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
True. Thank you for asking the hard-hitting questions, my dude.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
I could believe it. With that, like, bird nest of a hair.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
Okay, that was actually kind of mean. I'm sorry, Hero. My hair is kind of like that too, so I can't blame them. Sorry, Hero.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Shut up, dude! Actually, shut up. If Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we could be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But it's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Alright. Let's do this, boys. Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Yay! No! Not game over!
No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about it. Yep.
Isn't there a single clue? Well, did nobody get... I'm sure if someone saw the... Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right...
It's over. If you want to know who saw the victim, the killer. And only the killer.
Nope. Celeste saw it, baby.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
That's creepy.
Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What are you doing? Because I'm about to get killed. Yeah, yeet.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
True.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
And that's why, because if they tried, well, obviously, Chihiro would have gotten killed by the Gatling gun, because that would have been impossible for him.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Hey, he's catching on.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Ooh, what a marvelous friendship!
Well, who's the person that he might have
The
seen?
point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But
Yeah.
knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
Yeah.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Really now. Except I already kind of know what it is.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
I know who it is.
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Yep. Somehow, it's really hard to believe. We getting back into the non-stop debates, boy. We gonna show them that they wrong, all of them. They're really fucking wrong.
We know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
She's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that? Ooh!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
So next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Shoot!
First of all, we know where
Chihiro, he was on his way. So next we have to. Why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit.
So, what the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
You never saw me taking a point of damage, okay? You never saw that.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago.
Oh, shit! Oh, I feel so stupid. Ah! I was overthinking it too much. Oh, I'm so stupid. I was too big brained to the point where I was thinking too hard about it. She and Makoto were the only two who knew about that. So the fact that he knew... Motherfucker.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh shit, I forgot about that! That is true. She never did say about the color. I was thinking too big brain about this because I saw the color. I was like, oh, she probably said something about it. I'm sorry.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Ooh, Mondo.
You just... Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Woo, baby.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
How'd you know about that, huh? How'd you know about that, huh?
Because I just...
baby. There's no running away.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No.
That can't be it.
They were gone.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Is he called Cherry because he's both? Oh no!
Are you talking about Chihiro?
Yikes!
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Really now, motherfucker. You really did.
Me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Really now.
That can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony, when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. You just ran into him briefly. You couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Exactly, motherfucker.
But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Like I've said, Kyoko is our messiah. She is... Oh, she's so smart. Ugh.
That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Woo!
Why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. No, it's because the way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick, and after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Damn. You said it, Kyoko.
Mondo, was it really you?
Huh?
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone.
Really now?
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
You did say that, and I made note of it. That you all should remember it in episode 10. I knew this from the beginning, baby.
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
The fuck?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Oh yeah.
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Just say it anyway, dude.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
Nani?
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? But it must mean it's Chihiro's. It was the missing one.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
Yep.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
But it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
That's interesting. Why would that?
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Well, they're
You're
not.
right. They're not.
Exactly.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Well, if you're saying it, then there is.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Yeah, one might be a coincidence. Two is a bit too much of not a coincidence. How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak
I
point.
got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
Yes.
Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Yep. And it was completely on accident, too.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
True. Thank you, our Messiah.
If I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
No, you didn't.
Knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Well, shit. That's very interesting. There's only been 2 people who've gone into the sauna this entire time. And it just so happens that one of those 2 people is one of our suspects, Mondo. Interesting.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
Yeah.
That's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
That's actually interesting.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Oh my god, then that means my room is, or the room I'm recording in is a fucking sauna.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
I'll keep that knowledge handy. Thank you.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Literally meat.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
That's what I've been
What do you
saying.
mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Makoto's the only one who
I don't
knows.
know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Oh, Makoto, you gonna do it? You gonna land the final bullet?
Seriously? I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was, well. The one who said, if you don't have your clothes on, you don't have any balls. Well, interesting. Very interesting. Mondo!
Here's my answer.
Here's my motherfucking answer, bitch!
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
Didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because he's the only one who had clothes on. You're completely safe, Ishimaru. You never had clothes on.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Ooh.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Dude, he's in a biker gang. Of course he would. I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sauna showdown. If I could just prove it, then that'll show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says you broke your own, in other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that...
Well, my goddamn handbook works.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We thought Leon's handbook is the one that was broken, but no, it's
Mondo,
not.
the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
Exactly.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly early enough to destroy it.
Yep.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch!
Ooh.
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Come on, Ishimaru.
Okay,
Come on.
Then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Here we go. Okay. Let's look at what we have here. Okay. Okay, let me make sure. Wait, I might actually save that one. Wait. I think what I'll do is... Okay. Wait, shoot. Okay, I think that goes there. Sorry I'm not talking much. I'm actually concentrating because I don't want to get this wrong. I think there might be some that don't actually matter to this case. Okay, I want to see what ones I do have filled in. Wait. Did I mess that one up? I think that goes there. I'm actually kind of confused for this one. Oh wait, I think that's the one that fits there. Okay. And oh. Oh, wait. I have these in the wrong order. Okay. Goes in. Ugh. I'm actually really damn confused. Wait. Ooh, does it go here or does it go there? I'm gonna assume here? I think that's it. I think that's it. Hopefully I got this right. Wrong one.
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone new, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Holy shit! I thought I was wrong! Oh my god. Oh, my feet were curled up the entire time. I thought I was wrong. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, I was like trying so hard. My mental capacity just almost got destroyed. Oh my god. I thought I was going to be wrong and I was going to have to redo it. Oh my god. I was holding my breath the entire time. Oh my god. Oh my god. That one was surprisingly hard because they had dummy options. Oh my god.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
I'm sorry. I know he's your bro for life, but come on, dude. Evidence that Mondo is the killer. That already revealed itself early in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. Bullet time battles. I think I know what's about to talk about. Oh god. Okay, so now there's going to be two different modes. So there's going to be fever time and nega time. So fever time is when you're doing things consecutively and you're doing them successfully. You're doing it well. Things are going to go faster, and fever time will just make things easier for you. Nega time is, well, the clear opposite. When you're messing up, the opponent will use nega time on you, and you can't see what you're doing. So you kind of have to figure out the rhythm on your own because you can't see the bar. The tempo will be forced to its max in fever time if you press the right button. Yeah, so now you're gonna, you're just gonna have to do the usual AY. Focus gauge can run out. Yeah, negative time can activate. Tempo marker will disappear so you can't see what you're doing. If it's gentle, you won't have nega time. It can be hard, but it won't be too bad.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
Oh my god.
I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt.
Oh my god. Oh thank god.
Show me some evidence.
This should
Boom. We did it. I wish I would have gotten perfect on that, but
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
really now.
Huh?
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Damn. He actually said it himself. Damn. I kind of feel bad. There we go. We did it. We beat the trial. But at what cost? We lost our friend, but he did kill. But hey, we got 86 medals! Death's coming for us all.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm sorry, Ishimaru. I feel so bad knowing that your best friend is now the killer. I'm sorry, dude. I really appreciate you, man. I'm sorry it had to go that way.
What?
Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right! Again! Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada! Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry, bro.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Sorry, I had to do that. Mr. Ishimaru, you need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way you would kill someone.
Sorry.
Even though he did kill Chihiro, I feel bad.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it? I'm so sorry, Ishimaru. I love you, buddy. I'm right here for you, buddy.
Now then.
Well, looks like Mongo. Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but before anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. We're gonna hear it. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He had heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Weak. Oh, poor Chihiro. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, the world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. That was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would have been the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later.
Aww. He was going to tell us once he felt he was actually strong. See, god damn it. This is why I hate the game, because it's like, you see these characters grow, and then, whoop-bam, they're dead.
After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask him to help him from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Damn. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and wait, that's Monokuma's line. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he have been able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? Did what he did? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he had made to Chihiro. How does moving the body keep a secret?
Because...
If everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Dude. Why? Would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what I did, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Whoa, yikes. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he intimidated him in everything he did. Imitated. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. Before anyone knew it, it had grown to the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. the kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night... And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed aside with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Aw, poor Mondo. Laying in the kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it wasn't... Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Dai had never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. Damn. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear that I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with all kind of fuzzy uneasiness. Just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? 'Cause I mean, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
Damn, look at you. Chihiro, dude. You are the icon of change, man. You wanted your life to change so bad. Even though for the longest time you felt that you were just so weak. You could honestly change. You wanted to change. And damn it, it would have been so great to see Chihiro really get to fully improve himself. Man, that's a real shame. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness and try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him, and that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? Just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong! Stronger than you! And stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I
killed him.
I killed Chihiro.
Damn. Leon, you know, I didn't really care that he died because, you know, he could have had that option just to not kill. And I mean, Mondo did kill in a rage, but he had no intentions of killing Chihiro when they first met each other. This time I actually feel bad for Mondo. And it just sucks that Chihiro had to go out that way, man.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
Damn. When you have to admit that to yourself, man, that's some great character development.
Thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Yeah, that really sucks, man. Mondo, he was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his. And it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Shut up, bitch. Look at him. You see? You're all just like him. For secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now. Because the time for punishing is fast approaching! Punishing?
You kid me?
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Well, hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Iwata, the ultimate biker gang leader. No! Wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Shit. I said wait! Oh, poor Ishimaru. I feel so bad, man.
Sorry, man.
Mondo, I'm sorry, dude. I wish things didn't have to go like that, man. If your rage didn't get the best of you, we would have been fine. None of this would have ever happened. I don't know who would have murdered in this class trial if it wasn't for you. I'm sorry, dude. I'm very sorry, dude. You tried your best, man, but your feelings got a hold of you. This is the one execution that I don't actually really like.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Here we go. What? What?
What? What? What? What?
What? I've seen that before, tons of times, but it still doesn't make sense. How does he get turned into butter? What? How? And also, fuck you, Monokuma, for using that butter. Fuck you, you white, black, African... I don't know, I'm just too angry, man. Golly, I'm mad. I'll laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Aw, and he even thought of him as a brother. Oh, that's so sweet. No! Oh, that's so sad. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. I'm sorry, Ishimaru, man. It's such a sad thing to see that happen to your best friend and your brother. It's okay, buddy. You're alright. You're alright, buddy. You're alright. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? God damn it, I was gonna say Mongo again. Why? Isn't obvious, because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless. Like the voice of death, it chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late. Excuse me. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. I didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who really had done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, is not just for you. Oh, this punishment, oh, this despair is my gift to mankind itself!
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck?
Mean. Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm gonna find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Ooh, so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you! I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper! Sounds like someone needs a nap. Shut the fuck up, Monokuma. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student. I mean...
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.